Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Water Cooler. I am Sarah from Texas, and this is our place to chat all the latest celebrity news. Reality TV is going to be Love Hotel, episode 6. Oh my God. I wonder how many episodes it has. Anybody know? How many episodes does Love Hotel have? Today's Jeff Lewis Live. How the heck are you? Do y'all still have school? I'm realizing, like, I guess in California, a lot of people still have school, has school. Love Hotel episode number? Would that tell me? It's aired 6 episodes. Oh shoot, it doesn't tell me. Um, maybe on peak. How many episodes are in Love Hotel? 3. Well, that's not right. Was there another TV show called Love? Maybe that's why they're calling it Bravo's Love Hotel. Maybe there was another show called Love Hotel. Have y'all noticed that? It says Bravo's Love Hotel. And I'm like, why are we calling literally on the word? Even on the Instagram, like I think whenever they promote it, it says Bravo's Love Hotel. And I'm like, wait, what? Wait, of course, no, I can't find it. Bravo's Love. What is this? Is this? I feel like there was some other show called Love Hotel. I mean, which makes sense. I don't know. Bravo's Love Hotel. 4 single women. Da, 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 da. Let's see if I can see how many episodes. Huh. Okay. Well, if anyone can find it quicker than me, let me know. I am still 34 minutes shy of completing the second hour of today's Jeff Lewis Live. It was just, summer. I've got 4 of the 5 kids home. So, it's just, I pause it a lot. I do things. I load the dishwasher, hang out with them, watch TV, all the things. It's just busier than normal having 4 of them home. Yes, I love that y'all chatting in the comments already. Love it so much. Do y'all think she is Raquel? Oh, I forgot to put that button on. Raquel says it looks like Luann is engaged. I don't think that looked like an engagement ring at all. It looked fake. Have y'all seen this picture? It's not of Luann like showing it. It's her. I mean, if anyone, it's from what's the dude's name? James, that already considers her boyfriend. I'm like, no. So this picture. Oh, she shared it on her Instagram grid. I just realized. So this is Luann's Instagram. Obviously, I saw this on page 6 earlier, but she must have. Oh, they did what a collaborator thing does. If my summer doesn't look like this, then I don't want it. Back grid, which means you hired a photographer. But there is a little ringy ring thing. I think it's just decor. And I think she's just spicing things up, getting people to talk about her. That is not a real diamond. I mean, it's the fakest of all fake things ever. There's another picture that's a better picture of it. I mean, it even looks like metal. It doesn't even look like gold to me. But it's not shiny. It doesn't look like it's cut like a diamond. Here's some other news. Alice in Bravo Land, my friend Alice in Arkansas shared. I saw it earlier. Tom Girardi is sentenced to 87 months in prison. And yeah, he's already almost 90. So yikes, good luck to him. Oh my gosh. Raquel says today's show was boring. Many things are very repetitive on Jeff Lewis Live, so I skipped through the commercials. Well, y'all know I'm skipping through the commercials too. Michael Riley says Luann won't get married anytime soon. I mean, I don't know why she would, unless the dude was just flooded with cash. And I don't think James is. Do y'all? Okay, let's get started. We are going to chat Love Hotel, episode 6. Thank you, Lisa in Kentucky, for being number 22 to hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you're hitting that. Raquel says, I think Jeff is having a meeting this week in New York about the new show. I don't think SiriusXM will approve to be recorded for the new show. So y'all send me the best stuff. A couple of y'all sent me a picture. It looked like Reddit, but I don't know that it was for sure Reddit. Nobody said, but it looked like the Reddit thing where oh, I don't know if I could find it now, but anyway, several of y'all sent it to me, pictures of a message board talking about Jeff Lewis in the show. And several people on that thing were talking about that they think that Jeff Lewis is not allowed to do video anymore because he wants to get his new TV show. Now, I personally, all I know is what I'm going by what Jeff said on the radio a couple of months ago, was that all of a sudden SiriusXM had announced that they took away the video department in Los Angeles. They didn't take it away in New York. They didn't take it away if they even had it in Nashville and Miami. I don't know. I feel like that's what happened. I don't feel like it had anything to do with Jeff Lewis. Now, I don't know of any reason, like SiriusXM wasn't doing anything to make money off of that. Like they were only just putting up clips every once in a while, which if they wanted, they could get that, video clips from Annie, who used to be Kean's job, from Jeff Lewis, because they still record the show. But I don't know. I just, in my heart of hearts, I don't believe because basically this message board, this Facebook group, whatever it was that people sent me pictures of, is people adamantly saying, Jeff cut it off. Jeff did this because he knows that SiriusXM won't let him record and he wants this TV show. I just don't think that's what's going on, but convince me otherwise if you want to. I know. I feel like Kay Kitty says, I'm so bored with Jeff. I haven't even listened to him the last few weeks. I've been following all the Diddy stuff. Didn't even really. I thought that too. Lisa Lewis says, on the Love Island commercial, Ariana Madix didn't even look like herself anymore. What's going on with her? I didn't see her on that commercial, but I saw a clip of her on apparently a recent podcast she was on or something, where somebody asked about if she's still friends with Lala Kent, I think it was. Maybe Andy Cohen asked her, and I was like, who is that? It was Ariana Madix. I was like, oh. Raquel says Sirius won't approve to have cameras and record people in their building. Too many lawsuits. But they do record in New York because they show clips every once in a while of John and Andy Cohen. So they definitely have cameras up. And we definitely see video clips of Howard Stern sometimes. So I don't know what's going on there. Convince me. I'm all for hearing what you think, but I just don't feel like Jeff had anything to do with that. And I can't imagine. The only negative I could think is that Jeff was like, look, these people keep, if he even knows or cares, these people keep putting up my entire show up for free on YouTube for people, and yet I'm not making any money off of that. I can see, but now they still put up the audio. So I don't know what that's preventing. I guess people can reshare, information at any time. Oh, Katrina says, I haven't listened to Jeff Lewis Live since the Murdoch murders, but I love getting scoop here. Well, thank you, Katrina, for joining. Okay, well, let's chat. Love Hotel. Sunday night was episode 6. I just watched it last night. What in the hell is going on with Shannon Bedore? Like, as much as people had told me yesterday that y'all felt like Luann was being a little bit catty and rude, I do know what part y'all were talking about whenever she got on to James and scolded him for being rude, in her opinion, to Ashley, putting his hand on Ashley's back. He was like, look, I get that. I feel like that's a different kind of rude. Shannon Bedore is calling Earl not proper, a simple man, like implying he doesn't have the manners that she was raised with because he unbuttoned his button-up shirt on a boat. I'm like, it wasn't a yacht. It was a boat. It was just so rude. She seems to want to be with him just out of comfort. I guess she hasn't really dated anyone seriously since, what's his face? John Jansen, had to think of his name. I just don't like the name calling, and I doubt he likes it if he's watching it live as it's going on right now and seeing what everyone's putting on Facebook and social media. Because I did see he did join TikTok recently, and he called himself Earl the Pearl, and I'm like, okay, we get it. Which one is the worst Bravo show ever? Oh, Mayboo says, I've got a terrible feeling that P Sicko Diddy will get off. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, they're still, Nancy says they're still putting up audio on the weekends on YouTube. Wait, what? Michael, hold on. Y'all are so good at the comments. Michael Riley says Kelly Dodd outed Heather McDonald, said she had a facelift today. Too funny. Wow. Well, that's what Kelly Dodd likes to do. She likes to give out the information before someone else has had a chance to do it, right? Which, in my opinion, they are friends, so they probably should have had a conversation. But also, Kelly Dodd talks gossip and celebrity news. So, should she out her friend if that's her business to tell? And her friend literally has a podcast and a career for outing stuff. She probably wants to talk about her own facelift herself. But what? I'm here for the cat fight if there is one. Yeah, I can't really pay attention to the Diddy stuff. It's a little dark. I'm in a mode of like, you know, uh, I've got some stuff going on with a couple of friends, and I just uh, I just can't go dark lately. I need to listen to light and airy stuff because I'm worried about a couple of people and such. So people. I know them, but they're people on the internet, but people I haven't met in person, but they've shared with me some stuff that's going on. So anyways, I just need light and airy. I'm not even watching a lot of Dateline lately. So, anyways, I definitely don't want to watch the P. Diddy stuff. Kay Kitty says, I don't really follow Ariana Madix and I don't care for her that much. Now I need to go Google her and see what she's up to looks wise. Yeah, and how is their sandwich shop doing? Like, there's definitely nobody waiting in line for that damn sandwich shop. And I can't imagine even a $17 sandwich, the absolute best profit margin ever would be $11. And it's going to take a hell of a lot of $11 to keep making the profit that they need from that location in West Hollywood. Uh, has anyone eaten there? I would love to have eaten there the few times I've been to LA since it's been open, but they took forever to open. Um, Oh, what? Michael Riley, you're so bad. Michael Riley says, I DM'd Heather to let her know just to stir this pot. You're so bad. Um, yeah, Kimberly J says, I hardly ever speak negatively of Shannon Bedore, but I was so floored that she spoke about Earl like that. Me too. And it's not, I mean, it's been since episode 1. She's been really rude to him. It's kind of weird. I'd rather have Earl as a partner with his open shirt versus effing Johnny J. Exactly. Well, Johnny J is his name with Alexis Bellino. He was John Jansen, more primitive, more prim and proper with Shannon Bedore. He was John Jansen. I mean, Cecile says, I agree if you're on a boat, you don't need a shirt. Now, would it be my preference for my man to leave his shirt buttoned up, at least 2 or 3 buttons at most undone? Yes. But do I think you need to call him out and call him not proper and a simple man? No, I think that's crossing the line and rude. And if they claim they're boyfriend and girlfriend already after, 3 to 4 days, whatever they've been dating, then go over to him and say, "Hey, button your shirt." But then that's rude. So she was in a lose-lose with that. All that could have happened in the best scenario is that he just wanted to leave his shirt buttoned. Yeah. Oh, Cecile says Kelly wants one. She's trying to get it sponsored. Yes, I love that. Uh, I love that. Lisa Lewis is staying to hate a BFF Michael Riley. I love that. Yeah. Lisa says, I'm trying to get into Love Hotel, but it's not working. But I absolutely love Ashley and her game. She's beautiful. Oh, Paul Nassif did it? Interesting. I guess I think of Paul as nose jobs, and I think of Dr. Dubrow as boob jobs. So I don't know. Nancy says, I heard Kelly Dodd talking about Heather McDonald's facelift today as well. She said Paul Nassif did it. Wow. Do I even think Heather McDonald needed a facelift? I mean, I don't know that we're seeing her pictures without filters, but anytime I've seen her in person, I do not think she needed one. But I guess the deal is you get it before you need it, right? So that picture's been around so long. So she needs a new headshot with a different different dress, I guess. Um, Charlie Charles says, Vicky just said on her podcast that Shannon and Earl the Pearl, Vicky's and her significant other had dinner last week. Oh, so Vicky's trying to let us know that Earl the Pearl and Shannon are together. Vicky's boyfriend is Michael, if it's the same one. I'm assuming it is. I did see that. Shanda says Sarah Fraser went back to the sandwich shop only open 11 to 3, and they didn't open the doors until 11:15, then had to get ready. Yeah, I did see that. It didn't sound good for them, right? Smilene says Kelly was talking about the cost of different plastic surgeons, and Heather came up incidentally. It wasn't like, hey, somebody listen to this. Okay, well, yeah. Shanda says Earl's confidence with all those hard bodies was commendable. I mean, it might have been the tequila and Diet Coke, but yes, for sure. Oh God. Charlie Charles says Johnny J for Alexis, John Jansen for Shannon, and Frankenstein head for the rest of us. Oh goodness. I do not watch Kelly and Rick anymore. Kay Kitty says, I just don't have the time. Do you guys, plus they used to be like 25 minutes when they first started. Now it's like an hour, Monday through Friday, which I know so am I, but you know, I just can't spend an hour, 5 hours a week. Kay Kitty says, do you like Kelly and Rick's light fixture in the kitchen? People commenting that it looks like balloons for a children's party. I don't know. Dee says the light fixture is awful. Michael, I think it probably looks better in person. Ooh, maybe they'll invite you. Are you on good terms with Kelly and Rick right now? I'm assuming no, if you DM'd Heather McDonald to let them know. Anyways, okay, so James is still the one after Luann. I would say they're both into each other, but I think they already banged it out last week. Earl and Shannon are pretty much together, but then this guy Mark, who she should just be friends with. Like there's no chemistry whatsoever with Mark and Luann. I think she's maybe just trying to add drama, not get too attached to James all of a sudden. But James considers himself already boyfriend and girlfriend with Luann and in love with her. And even the other people were like, wait, it's been a week. Now, I thought they were there for 3 weeks. So if this has all happened and they're only on episode 6, they must not have been there for 3 weeks. I wonder how much they were there. Ew, wait, what? Michael Riley says James had to advertise about his appendage to Luann. I think that's kind of gross. Yeah, he looks. So there's a couple of them that I think could potentially be lavender marriages, and I don't know that any of those 4 housewives are into a lavender marriage. So I won't call out which guys. Oh, there's only 2 episodes left. So I don't think they were there very long. I had 3 weeks in my brain, but I might be wrong because they were definitely acting like, on episode 6 the other night that James had no right to be in love or consider him and her boyfriend and girlfriend after that short amount of time. Ashley mentioned it on that episode and said it's only been 3 days. Yeah, so I don't think they were there very long. Which why would they do that? Tells me no budget. Oh, I don't know about that. Louise says Ashley had a lavender marriage. Well, they had threesomes, and I don't know who that was, if that was her with other men or him with other women, but definitely some rumors about her ex-husband for sure. Cecile says, I found Luann a bit cringe the last episode. I think she's just doing all of it for airtime. For sure. I mean, just walking in the bathing suit, the bikini without well, I guess she had a cover on last weekend, but it wasn't much of a cover at all. Hey, Pootie Cat, better late than never. Yeah. Michael Riley says, Luann is just there for the bucks. I mean, I think she's there for the dates. I think she's there for the vacation. I think she's there for the girl time, the paycheck, all the things. But was she truly, especially if it wasn't that long, like it couldn't have just been 3 days, honestly, because they had to get more time than that for Earl to have found out his stepson's information, I think. I don't know. Was all that in 3 days of time? Like that is not how would they expect anyone to start dating or fall in love in that short of time, especially how they're popping these men in and out, you know what I mean? Well, true. Cecile says if I look like Luann, I'd walk around in my bathing suit. Well, that is very true. Um, Melissa, yay, welcome. You're 62. What's a lavender marriage? Where both people are aware that the man is gay. I guess it could be a woman, but I always hear a lavender marriage as a man is gay and he marries a woman either for business, insurance, for family, to have children, what have you. So a love, not a loveless, uh, a friend marriage, if you will, I guess. I don't know. Wait, what? How did I miss that Joel Kim Booster was in a Speedo? He's so cringe to me. I did not like his unprofessional manner, the way he came at Shannon Bedore right after the reunion. Shanda says, Joel Kim Booster in the Speedo. Where did they hide the microphone? I don't know. Michael Riley says, somebody's got a whole lot of money and is there for convenience. Yeah. What's a beard? Isn't a beard also a guy that's hiding that he's a homosexual? A beard. I don't know. Maybe a beard is a woman that's lesbian. I have no idea. Y'all are. This is like the game that Jeff played, right? Like the slang game. I'm like, I don't know all this stuff. Yeah. Krista says, I can't imagine the sadness of being in a marriage arranged for anything but deep love. I love my soulmate. Well, and I'm all for whatever marriage people are in, as long as they both want to be in it. Okay, Krista says a beard is a woman married to a man to hide his gayness. Okay, so the beard would be the woman in the marriage, and the gay man would be the lavender marriage is what the marriage is called. The woman is a beard. The woman is a beard. Cecile says, I got girl crushes. Wait, what? Tell us everything. Okay, so when Luann scolded James for touching Cynthia's back and being rude, I'm like, okay, if y'all are already practically engaged, then yeah, but if not, he's sitting across from you as you've got this other man next to you. Like, what do you want these people to do? Like, that's not normal. Even this generation of people, they didn't grow up like dating people all at the same time, right? So, they're all like 55, 60 years old. So I get that these men are also of that generation, that they didn't just date multiple people all the time, but also you didn't have the guy that your woman was dating sitting right across from you on a couch. It's kind of weird. Who's Allie? Allie said on Watch What Happens Live that she would be into a lavender marriage. Ashley. Okay, Michelle says Ashley. Raquel, did I hear Ann tell Jeff, who's Annie maybe? Tell Jeff, fuck off on today's show, or did I hear wrong? I don't know. I've got 35 minutes left to listen on the second hour, so I haven't finished it all yet. It was a busy summer day with my children home, which I love. Melissa says, Luann was acting bizarre when that happened, like she was jealous of Cynthia. I know, like Cynthia was like, if they're such good buddies and they've been friends for a long time and they raised their children came up together, I was like, Cynthia has a man. And even last September, she already had this man. So even though she wasn't out publicly with Le Prince at that time, if Luann and her are such good friends, BFFs, whatever, she should have known that and not been jealous of that at all. And plus, I didn't feel like James's hand was all over her back or anything. I didn't feel like it was handsy at all. Krista says, so many women, especially after 50, say they want to be married to a gay man. They are fun. I'm 52, and if anything ever happened, I would not want to be married to a gay man. I would want to have a Golden Girls situation. I would want to have a bunch of ladies roommating with and have some mansion that we lived in, right? No time soon because I'm still raising children. But yeah, that's I don't have any of my friends after 50 telling me they want to be married to a gay man, but all my friends are still married, so I don't really talk to them about what their next situation wants to be. Oh, I don't deny that. Cecile says I would never get married again. That's probably more what I would expect my friends to say. Anyways, is James a red flag for, calling her his girlfriend, saying that they're already in love? I just thought it was I don't think he's I, I don't think he's Luann's type. And I think some of the guys are just there for vacation. So I think if he's a billionaire, any of those women would marry. And I think that's what Giselle is looking for in the guy that lives in, like, I don't know that he's all into me. I don't know. Kay Kitty says, I can't find a man at all in Orange County. They're so douchey out here. Krista says, same. I would want to be with my girlfriends if I lost my love. Just live with the girls and cocktails at 4. Oh, I love that. Wait, what? Oh, Charlie Charles says, children born in 2020 and beyond are going to be so confused about, I don't know what all those things mean, marriages and sexuality too. Oh, I don't know that they'll be confused. I think more people are, I mean, we'll talk about it with Amira to Spain. She is a trans woman. And she was not born after 2020. So I feel like, I don't know. Lisa says, I'm happily single and even more happy with 7 dogs. I wish I could have lots more farm animals. I sure don't want to do the chores, cleaning up or feeding them outside. Exactly. Oh, so I watched Potomac from day one. I've kind of died out of it now because, after Ashley, I was just like, I don't know. I liked when Ashley was single, then married the guy, then had the kiddos, whatever. Now I just kind of got out of it. But I didn't realize Giselle, I guess the father of her 2 daughters, or does she have 3 daughters? I didn't realize she was a pastor's wife. I thought I never realized that. So I didn't realize that till it was said on Love Hotel. So she said it was a mega church. I have no idea how much money is in her bank though. Okay, Kitty says I've dated really wealthy men and they're even more difficult. Oh gosh. Wait, what? Amanda says super sad I missed yesterday because I have the cutest kitty I adopted. Wait, that's good news that you adopted a cute kitty though. That's so sweet. Dogs are the best. You are winning life. Oh, Raquel says some older men are just looking for a nurse. So weird. Oh yes. So did Kimberly post her hairless kitty? What is her? Oh, maybe it's on her Instagram. Okay, she's the one that might be starting a YouTube to post the videos of kitty cats. Oh, Krista says I had to take a call and missed a chunk. How is Sarah's foot today? The foot is footing. I'm so tired of walking around on my knee scooter, but I go to the doctor tomorrow for the post-op appointment. So I guess I'll see and hear how I'm recovering so far. And if I can put weight on it, I would love it. But 2.5 weeks, I don't think I'm going to be able to walk on it. I've always heard 6 weeks, so I have no idea what it's going to be. Yeah. No on Facebook. SFT. I have 2 robots. They're fabulous for constantly keeping. Oh, the little dog hair things. They keep up with the dog hair. We need the dog hair on our white bedding because I'm constantly, like, today is Tuesday, so the housekeeper comes. So I wash the comforter every Tuesday, but boy, Luna's hair, and it's summer, right, Luna? One of my daughters took Luna on a walk and she called me and she said, Mom, can you come pick me and Luna up? She's like panting. It's so hot. And she's laid down in one of the dirty, it was like a puddle, but she won't drink the clean water that she brought her to. And I'm like, yeah. So I went and got them both. And oh, Luna was so wet and muddy and got it all over my leather seats in my Suburban. But then my daughter rinsed them off for me, wiped them off for me. And then she went swimming here with my daughter while she laid out. Oh, Krista says, I love Luna. She is worth the dog hair. She is. She is. Oh, she did? Kimberly posted the cat on the Sarah from Texas Facebook group. Oh, I guess I was thinking she DM'd me that, but maybe she posted it in the Facebook group also, because I have seen the cat. I thought that was, so it's in the Facebook group. I'm going to try to find it and scroll it, but I don't see it so far. There it is. Kimberly put 23 hours ago, and I liked it, so I saw it there. Anyways, that's the cat that Kimberly was posting from the Sarah from Texas Facebook group. I forgot the cat's name. Did she say? Mina is the cat's name. Meow. So cute. I just buy a cheap vacuum anymore and replace it every year. Oh, with dog hair, yeah. Oh, and the way it gets in my Dolly Girl named her Roomba Chump. That's so funny. Can you talk to a Roomba? Like, hey Roomba, get started or whatever. I hope I'm not saying that. It's like hey Siri or whatever. Krista says, see, my phone started getting colors because it thought it was gonna light up. No, I don't want to talk to you, Siri. Stop. Pat the puss again. Wait, what? I want Hippie James's dog. Oh, a dog. He's a little spastic for me. Michael Riley says, my Dysons lasted 5 to 7 years, so I think that's the deal. Yeah. Okay, today on Jeff Lewis, he's in New York. They flew out yesterday. Gia Giudice, who is Teresa Giudice's oldest daughter, she's now 24, graduated from Rutgers University. There has been a little bit of drama lately, and I have no idea what's true, but allegedly saying that since she graduated, some professor or somebody is checking to see if she didn't like cheat and write a paper that was written by AI or something. I have no idea. I can't imagine 2 years later you can argue with somebody's college degree, but I have no idea what's true and what's not on that. She was on with Amira Despain, who I had no idea was a transitioned female or a model. I didn't know anything about the name. I just knew she was one of the friends from this Next Gen New York City TV show that starts tonight on Bravo and ends tomorrow on, or will be on tomorrow on Peacock. I noticed she was very tall, and I was like, wow, she's very tall. Then I'm like, well, I can't really see the heels. Maybe she just has very tall heels on. Well, now she was born a man and she is a transitioned female. So I'll try to see if I can bring up the picture. It made Gia look so tiny. So the first thing I saw was, okay, so you can see her feet, her pumps, they look like high heels, but I couldn't see how tall they were. And then I see she's almost as tall as Jeff and not quite as Shane. But then over here, how tiny Gia is. Gia's 5'1", she says, so that makes sense. But in Gia also, I couldn't see. Looks like maybe she has like a little bit of a kitten hill type situation on. I'm not sure. I like their outfits. They look very New York, although, well, maybe it's not hot in New York. I'm like this tweed shorts thing with the jacket. Jeff is very tan. He looks like he's on vacation. Oh, and he's got tennis shoes on. I wonder what those tennis shoes are. Like comfy tennis shoes, which is good, right? Anyways, I like his New York shows. I think they add a little spice to the things, right? Meg says, Gia is super smart and very savvy. Love her. I thought she was so well spoken. She doesn't put down people. She doesn't really get into the nonsense of stuff. She definitely talks about positive things, lots of Louis love, lots of Bravo love. I saw a clip the other day of her saying, it'd be so weird if I was on Bravo and my mom, Teresa, wasn't on Bravo. So I'm definitely going to watch it. And I think I'll definitely watch the first and second episodes. That way I can get a feel for all these different people on there. But it does feel a little, they said something today that just felt like it's all fake I know what it was. when they finally asked about Gia's boyfriend, who she's been with for 6 years, Christian, when they finally said, "Oh yeah, Christian will be on the show," production loved him. They're like, "Oh, he even loves my friends when he met them." And I'm like, well, if these are your friends, then they should be your friends. Like your boyfriend of 6 years should have definitely met these people by now. It's just sounding a little fake, a little put together. I think it'll be a little bit of, real friends in Paris, or friends of West Hollywood. I just don't think it's going to be, I don't know. Teresa could learn a thing or two from Gia. Well, haven't we always thought that Gia Gia was parenting Teresa, especially when the dad was in jail? Micah says, I'll watch, but with a side eye. I love that. Make sure you're a member, Amanda. What does that mean? Be a member of something. Are you a member? Have you joined? I don't know what that means. I don't know what y'all are talking about. I can't figure it out. Yes. Well, remember when on Watch What Happens Live, before Teresa got married to Louis, Gia was in she was behind the bar when they asked about a prenup, and she said something like, "No, they don't need a prenup," didn't she? Michael Riley says Gia is so smart. She should have talked her mother into a prenup to her sister for her sisters and herself. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Lisa, hey Zaddy, who are you yelling from? Kentucky. Louis has pulled the wool over all their eyes. And I wonder, like, how much money does he have in the bank? Like, he's doing all these things. Like last Christmas or the Christmas before, one of the daughters was doing like a haul and showing all these expensive things that he had bought. And people were saying they were fake. And I'm like, oh my God, like nobody wants a fake. Let's put it this way. The Giudice daughters don't want a fake whatever. Oh, Amanda's saying she can't post on your Facebook group. Well, if you're in the group, everybody is allowed to post. So all you got to do is hit post. Oh, sorry. Some sad news that I knew my Facebook just popped up, and some sad news I knew a friend was expecting. It just happened, and they just post about it. So, anyways, just lift everyone up in your prayers. I'll just tell you, there's a lot of people going through a lot of stuff. So whether you're doing it silently, whether you've got a lot of support, whether you feel overwhelmed, whether you feel like you're going through it, but you've got it under control, just know that everybody's lifting you up and thinking about you and praying for you, because there's just a lot going on right now with people, and they're letting me know. Anyways. Heather says Gia was against a prenup and stated so on Watch What Happens Live. Yeah, I felt like she said that too. Yeah, thank you. Yes, Krista says we're all carrying our burdens. Yes, for sure. We do have a lot of love in here, and it's very sweet for sure. Krista says prayers always for all of our chumpettes. We are family. I love that. Okay, so Bravo Marshall was there, very tight leash to get the screeners now, which Jeff and Kian, well, I don't know if Kian watched. Jeff and Annie and Shane got to watch the first 2 episodes of Next Gen X. They were Next Gen NYC. They were definitely licking the buttholes of Gia and Mariah. Like, oh my gosh, it was so good. I loved it. I love these people. It's so good. There's also a Bravo Marshall there. Jeff is also trying to get on a Bravo TV show with Flipping Out 2.0. So, it was just a little ass lickish, if you will. You know what I mean? Yes. Oh, Krista says she's a retired therapist, but so not retired. It is my honor. I love that. Yeah, Michael Riley says, thank you, Michael. I'm the support system for all my friends and always there for them. That's really wonderful. And you know what? Everyone has their time of need where they can give to others and help others out. And then they also have their time where they need other people's help. So just be willing and able to ask for help, and be willing and able to give help to others and to all of our chumpettes, obviously. Tell your neighbor Nashville I said what's up and to come join us in Sarah's group. Okay, your neighbor Nashville. Yes, speaking facts, exactly. So Amira, is that her name? Amira or Mariah? I'm already forgetting. So she came out as a woman in college or after college. She went to NYU. She's a model and influencer. She is 28 years old, bought her parents a $1.5 million house, paid the down payment, pays the monthly payment, pays the property taxes, pays the insurance. Like, wow. Like, I'm assuming she came from money, or I don't know. She lives in Dallas, or came from Dallas, lives in New York City now, has a 12-ish thousand dollar a month rent in New York City. So she's not slacking. Like, whatever she's, I wonder how many followers she has, which they taught me a little about followers. And I thought it was all about the numbers, but they said it's about your engagement. So it's about, ooh, see, oh, there she is. Oh, it's XOXO. Amira is her name. But Amira, EMIRA, D apostrophe Spain, SPAIN. She only has 204,000 followers. Okay, what other job does she have to buy her parents a $1.5 million home and a Mercedes? I mean, she's literally stunning. Has a boyfriend for like 2 or 3 years. I mean, maybe that's her boyfriend, Kevin. She really is beautiful. Watch Next Gen NYC because it's about to be the most iconic show on your TV. She got the sauce. I mean, I'm surprised she only has 204,000. I mean, I say only. I mean, Jeff's got almost a million at 900 and something thousand. You know what I mean? Does she? Melissa says she has famous parents. I thought they were next gen of famous people. No, not all famous people. There's a few. There's Brooks Marks. There's a couple of ones that are from Bravo Celebrity kids. Riley's kid from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Brooks Marks from Salt Lake City, and then Ariana from Atlanta, and then Teresa Giudice's oldest, Gia. Modeling. She makes money from modeling. But usually even models have a lot of followers because that's kind of their game as they go to these events and they're like, follow me, follow me. You know, it's kind of part of their thing. Whereas nobody that's a CFO gives a shit if anybody follows them on Instagram. Like, they might have followers or whatever it is, friends on LinkedIn, but there's some careers nowadays that it's all about the followers and are you following me back and all of this. And then there's some careers that don't. This Amira Despain, she's a model. Heather says the rent in New York City makes me crazy. Just think of the home that you could own for financial security elsewhere. The fact that people rent sometimes their whole life in New York City because they can't afford to buy. I'm like, move somewhere where your career can make just as much or more or even less, because people pay more in New York City, but it also costs more to live there and to go to the grocery store and to go to the whatever. And, you know, now a lot of people don't have cars in the city. So that saves on a car and insurance and tires and oil changes and all that. But you still got to pay for, you know, what have you. Melissa says, my son lives in Murray Hill. They flexed a 2-bedroom apartment into 4 bedrooms as the rent was $9,000 a month. Crazy. I mean, I've always lived in Texas, so I've always had, you know, good prices. But clearly people want to live where they want to live. So Dolly Girl says, when people from work want to follow me. I don't know what that means. Oh, is it like cringe? Yeah, sometimes we need to keep work people, right? And I guess that's what LinkedIn is for, right? Mariah says, I love my New York. Yes, it's expensive, but it's worth every cent. So I figure, you know what? If you've decided to live there, then that's a good thing. I could not live in New York. I'm a country girl, Cecile says. I mean, my first big vacation as an adult was I barely turned 22, and my girlfriend and I went to New York City for 8 nights and had a blast. But I was like this the whole time. I mean, I grew up in the suburbs of Houston, so I was like, whoa, the noise, the crime, the dirt, the trash, the smell, the smoke coming up from the subways. I was like blown away. But it's one of my favorite cities for sure. But could I ever live there? Not unless I won like $15 million and it just money was no object. You know what I mean? Um, oh, Amanda, join the Facebook group. Now you'll be able to uh, talk and post in the Facebook group. Lots of celebs are leaving LA to come to Texas. Joe Rogan has been a huge influence, Krista says. Yeah. Um, but it's that whole area, the hill country where we love to vacation and we'll probably live soon. Not soon, but eventually. It's getting very expensive. So I don't know. Yeah, Raquel says, I can work in New York, but I need to live in the suburbs for peace of mind. I need to see the green. Yeah. Oh, the Facebook group? It's called Sarah from Texas Facebook group. So that's what it looks like. That's the picture, the same. I try to keep everything the same. So that pink little icon picture is there, and it's called, just search groups on Facebook, Sarah from Texas, and that's what it should look like. And then request to join. And then there's 2 questions you got to answer. That way we can try to keep out the um, not spammers, but those people like robots, if you will. Um, Following is if you're on my page on Facebook. I know there's a page where you follow somebody, and then there's a Facebook group that you join the group. I hope that makes sense. Um, oh, that's okay. Oh, and 14-year-olds don't know Facebook because they just don't. So ask me. Yes. Go me. My 14-year-old daughter might be embarrassed that I'm not so tech savvy. Sheesh. It's okay. We're not your 14-year-old daughter, so we got your back. Okay, so she's beautiful, 28 years old. She is doing something right. I'm assuming her parents already had money, so maybe they didn't if she bought him a $1.5 million house and is paying the mortgage and all that on there. I don't know. The whole thing about Annie in this semi truck, the semi truck that might have hit her 10 times, faking that she's injured, faking that she was so scared, all the things. I'm just kind of over it. Like, kind of wish they would stop talking about it because I don't like scammers. I feel like that's why insurance is so expensive because people, it's like what came first? Insurance is so expensive, so people are trying to milk it, or they're trying to milk the insurance, so then insurance is so expensive. I don't know what it is, but I'm not loving it, to be honest with you. On the second hour, like I said, I only got to hit the oh, y'all are trying to join the Facebook group and I haven't approved you yet. Let's see. Oh, yes. Okay. Oh, Melissa didn't answer any of the questions, but I will approve you. Amanda, good girl, answered both of the questions. Good girl. Anyways, what are all your kids doing for lunch during the week? Are they just make their own, or does everyone make a lunch? Oh, I guess that totally depends on how old people's kids are. I know. Lisa says, my daughter doesn't want to help me figure out the technology stuff. She wants me to figure it out. My kids will tell me, like, I don't know. And I'm like, I know you know. Like, just help me. Thank you. We just got 2 new members on the Facebook group. Okay, on the second hour was Jenn Fesseler and Doug Budin talking about things we've already talked about. The comfy high heel shoes, the Avenue experience, the mall that she represents in New Jersey and doesn't know anything about, the comfy high heels that she thinks are ugly, she doesn't want to wear anymore. Oh, what did my kids do for lunch? Oh, a bunch of different stuff. Turkey roll-ups, these chicken tenders, that better chicken or whatever it's called, in the air fryer. I had leftover shrimp and steak for lunch today. One had a smoothie. One's at work, so we brought her lunch. We brought her Uncrustables and chips and a Bear bar, and some waters. Anyways, we do a bunch of different things for lunch. We don't really do take in or whatever. What do you call it? Delivery. We definitely don't do that. Do they make their own lunch, or did they say, okay, we're going to make lunch and everybody has lunch? Oh no, we're not on the same schedule. I wish we were, but no, we're not on the same schedule. Most of the time, I would say 2 to 3 of us eat lunch around the same time at the table together, but it's different people each day. And one of my kids eats upstairs in the bedroom, so not every meal, but he definitely eats in the bedroom. I know. Dee says it almost sounded like a repeat show with Jenn Fesseler today. And also, what was her friend doing there? Was it bring your friend to work day? Like, why was her friend there with her? Like, why is Jeff okay with that? And for everyone that says people don't want, uh, you know, uh, videos or cameras in the stuff, then why could Jenn Fesseler literally bring a friend with her? And a lot of them bring like their assistant or their person, their boyfriends. Like, I don't think it's about that, to be honest with you. Dolly Girl says, my sons always want to help me by doing it for me. I'm like, no, how will I ever learn then? That's true. It did seem like a repeat. Oh, you had a stinky house, baked fish. I do love that though. Lisa had some baked fish and some coffee with sugar-free hazelnut creamer. I guess the coffee fills me up since I almost drank a pot today, so I don't get that hungry. So coffee did used to help me with my appetite, but I just gave away to my housekeeper today because I was going to drop them off at donation. If not, I'd wrapped them all my big mugs. I kept maybe 8 coffee mugs that my kids liked and that I like and that were like sentimental to my family. Ew, an avocado milkshake. Ew. I'm terrified of my air fryer. I never want to use it. Y'all don't wait. What? Adina says, I'm sad that we don't have coffee creamer here in the UK. It looks so good. Your grocery stores don't sell coffee creamer? Wow. That's crazy. Is it because it's just pure chemicals? Wow. I cannot wait, y'all. Tomorrow I'm having, no, is it tomorrow? No, not tomorrow. But soon I'm having a guy come over to, yeah, not tomorrow. Come over to give me an estimate on all the stuff that I want to get done in my house. The appliance garage, the mixer lifter. I am so excited. Yes, okay. Anyway, so I can't wait for all that to be done. I don't know. It terrifies me. I'm going to put it behind the appliance garage for sure in the corner. No coffee creamer, just syrups and sweeteners. Well, it's probably the same thing then. I mean, that's all a coffee creamer is a flavored or a sweet, kind of like a milk-ish thing. No, I just get recommendations. My friend used him for a remodel recently. Because I had the best woodworkers. They did so much. Redid my pantry. And then if I don't like him, then I'll use the company that I used for all of my remodels in 2019 and 2020 because they were really good. It's just, this is more like woodworking or slash an appliance garage is like under your cabinets, and it either pulls out and the cabinet drawers push back in, and it hides your toaster, it hides your coffee maker, it hides your air fryer, like all pretty. Or it rolls up like an old school roll up desk, if you will. I've seen a bunch of different ones, so I got to see what they recommend. Then Doug was on with her and they were talking about packing last minute. I never pack days ahead and do a repack and an unpack and a repack. I just don't do all that. I pack last minute. If I wear it, I wear it. I think, okay, If it's hot, then I think I'm going to need a dress for the daytime, a dress for dinner, a bathing suit here, a bathing suit there, all my stuff. I just don't, whatever. But then they were talking about Doug is home and his mom has a couple of different caregivers, and some of them are from Jamaica, and they think that it's nice to say that somebody's fat, that it's a compliment. I do not think it's a compliment. You know what I mean? Um, oh, Adina says a lot of British people on TikTok go crazy when they vacation in America and bring back a shitload of creamer because we don't have anything like it here. Oh my gosh. Wait, what? Do a before and after. I mean, yeah, I guess I would. I would probably show y'all for sure. Anyways, anybody have a question or comment? Remember, you can always use this StreamYard link that comes across the video, copy and paste that into your Chrome, Safari, however you get your internet, and then you can come up and ask a question or comment. So I would love that if anybody ever wants to do that. I worked it to death. I got a bigger air fryer, so I don't really know that I need that tabletop griddle. I mean, ooh, I love that. Ooh, Michael Riley says, I'm getting ready to travel. I know everybody's going to scream, but I think I'm going to go to a few places. You deserve it. The packing thing is a nightmare. I usually ship my clothes ahead of time. I know that sounds crazy, but I've been doing it forever. Wow. That is crazy. I've never thought to do that, ever. Rebecca says, I'm amazed that other countries don't have coffee creamer when I travel. I usually stick to cappuccinos if I can't have coffee creamer. I guess I added milk, which is, I added milk and, pink or whatever the sugar was when I was in Italy a couple of years ago. Wow. I had insomnia last night, so I watched a couple of episodes of 90 Day Fiance. What's it called? Hunt for Love. Oh, was it any good? I haven't even started it yet. I found during the pandemic, when I was going to the gym and doing the treadmill after the first year and a half or two, because I was scared to go to the gym, I found on Netflix or somewhere, whoever was airing it was airing Friends. So I started watching Friends from episode 1, season 1. And last night I happened to think to Google it and looked up, and it's on Nickelodeon, and it was season 1, episode 2, where Raquel has just left her boyfriend, the fiance that she was going to get married to, the orthodontist. And I didn't realize that Ross was already going through the divorce or the split up with his pregnant wife. So I didn't even remember all that had left him for a woman. Anyway, so very interesting. Amanda says, my daughter is half Haitian. I don't know what y'all. Are y'all saying that that's a nice thing to call someone fat? I think it's weird. A lot of times it's cheaper to FedEx your clothes. That's so interesting. Oh, Shanda says, when I've gone to Haiti, they often say, good for you. You've gained weight. It's a sign of wealth and luxury. I maybe gained 10 pounds from my last visit. Well, I guess that makes sense, right? Other countries, okay, that makes sense. So I think it probably was a compliment for them, right? Lisa says, I was watching Hunt for Love. I don't know about that show, especially when they show Cole naked in his room, kind of fat and definitely had man boobs. I don't think he's a factor at all. Yuck. Colton is his name, right? Colt, or is there another one named Cole? I don't know who else on there. So many airlines are charging for bags now. Shipping clothes can save money. Wow. But will your hotel accept it? Like, do they want to accept all those packages from people? I don't know. Very interesting. Off topic, but I like the gray with your skin tone and eyes. Carry on. Oh, this t-shirt. My native Texan t-shirt. Anyways, she's going back to visit her dad. Oh, okay. Kate Kitty also ships her clothes. Oh, Michael Riley. I never stay in a hotel, darling. Oh, is it with friends or you rent a house? I mean, I don't know. Maybe he says, I would cry if someone complimented me. Well done. You look fat. Exactly. Oh my goodness. Anyways. Okay. Was there anything that I missed on the second half of Jeff Lewis Live? See, I'm at 12:26, so I haven't finished it all yet with Doug Budin and Jenn Fesseler. Anyways. Cecile says, I have friends that travel in a tiny sports car, so they send all their clothes before. Oh, well, yeah, I guess if you're not flying. Interesting. Anyways, that's true, but I love a resort. I love lots of pools. I love lots of bars. I love people. I love shows, and you don't have that at an Airbnb. So sometimes I love a resort versus an Airbnb. Just depends on what the vacation is for. Chris says Airbnb is so much better than hotels. Stay in a house with a private pool. Just vet your host. No, see, I love randos. We like people. We like meeting new people. We like walking out on a beach and seeing people. Can't get that from an Airbnb. Well, you can, but then you get the private beach, which means only your family is there. Yes, Colt is the one who lived with his mama. Gabby met that guy, and Colt got married, so she moved up to Canada. Not Gabby, his mom. And I forgot the name of the show. There's so many of them. I know. Rose says, I want to be Michael Riley when I grow up. Exactly. Michael Riley says, I would always be happy to call in. If anyone has any questions, we could do that. That could be fun as summer is slowing down a lot of these shows. Call anytime, Michael Riley. Well, actually, I always have it on Do Not Disturb, so you'd have to call twice. But other than that, anyways, maybe you can call tomorrow about something. Oh, we don't. See, that's why everyone has a different vacation. Krista says we prefer to be alone and private. No, our family loves meeting new people. We're very outgoing. Oh, Krista, all chumpettes, please be so careful traveling. So many places are dangerous. Yeah, it's true. Anyways, don't yuck our yum. Traveling is so fun. Anyways, well, we're going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for joining. Make sure you're subscribed to me everywhere at Sarah from Texas Podcast. Make sure you are hitting the thumbs up, commenting, scroll down and listen and hit the 5-star rating and review, if you will, if you're listening anywhere on a podcast, Apple, Spotify, Google, wherever else podcasts are getting. Anyways. Oh, good. Michael Riley says, I will call tomorrow if anyone has any questions about anything. I'd be happy to answer. Love, and hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button. Okay, bye, chumpettes.